And how are you guys doing?
What sounds good for y'all today?
The country's best food.
Something for everybody.
From New York to LA.
That's a big bite. We're gonna take it slow.
A 10-pound sushi roll.
I have never seen anything like this before.
And the biggest lobster roll in New York City.
It is a 28-inch lobster roll.
Oh, we got a whole bag of chips on top of that?
Hot dogs.
It's a different shape, but it's classic flavor.
Ramen.
We pack all the flavors, but without the broth. It's a whole new ramen experience.
And nachos.
A lot of people ask, well, why nachos?
So many nachos.
We say, why not nachos?
This is Nacho Average Food Show.
We have a drink here that costs $40,000.
No way.
This is Bite Size Coast to Coast.
That's really good.
First up, Houston.
I'm Chris Gonzalez, and welcome to Nacho Nachos. Nacho Nachos is a fast, casual establishment that serves up gourmet craft nachos. A lot of people ask, well, why nachos? We say, why not nachos? They're well loved, they're versatile, you can put anything on them.
Oh, what don't you like about nachos? I mean, they're great. Nice, easy, comfort food.
So what sounds good for y'all today? Our nachos are for the nacho connoisseur, so it's really the ultimate Tex-Mex dish.
It's kind of, DIY nacho bar.
Nacho Nachos! My biological dad and my biological mom, they are Hispanic, and so there was a lot of that culture growing up cooking. But my stepdad always did a great brisket, and so we tried to combine them one day, and that's really what fueled us and inspired us to start the Nacho Nachos.
The Fort Worth nachos, please.
I wrote the menu associating every single meat that we kind of had in mind with a city in Texas that was either kind of tongue-in-cheek or had a little truth to it. Like the El Paso Nacho is our vegetarian option, and it says on the menu, El Paso on the meat. We have our Plano Texas Nacho, just plain chips and cheese, our plain O Nacho. Fort Worth is known for the cattle stockyards, so our beef fajita Nacho represents that city. I knew that there was versatility with nachos, and we came up, oh, well, there's a Rome, Texas. Well, Rome, we'll put that for our pizza nacho. There is an Athens, Texas. Well, we have Athens, Greece. We'll do our Greek nacho. We didn't have a nacho for our hometown. We finally came up with the H-Town nacho, a dish as diverse as a city where you can pick 3 meats of any of your choice to go on the H-Town. I grew up in Alvin, and Alvin, they're known for Nolan Ryan, Nolan Ryan's beef. And so we wanted to give a shout out to Alvin by having a really good ground beef nacho, and that was our Alvin nacho. Austin is known for barbecue, like Franklin's barbecue, and so we wanted that to be our brisket nacho. Lockhart is known for barbecue as well, and that is our pulled pork nachos.
Chicken fajita.
The chicken fajita, that's our LaGrange option. LaGrange was home to a lot of chicken farms, and then we do have some seafood nachos as well. This is our Galveston nacho, sauteed shrimp with a white wine sauce, black beans on this one, some light pico, corn salsa, some chipotle mayo, which goes really good with the seafood, sour cream, maybe a few green onions we'll put just for garnish here.
Great variety, something for everybody.
I definitely like the idea that they base it off of the cities, and there's a variety of meats, and I just like the whole concept of it.
Oh, they're the best. We come in, get our nachos, fries, fix, and we're super happy.
Locally, a suburb of Houston here, everybody knows Sugarland, and so Sugarland had to get the call when it came to our dessert nachos, and those are basically sopapillas cut into triangles just like chips. They're fried. They're dusted in cinnamon and sugar, and you can get them covered traditional with honey or a strawberry sauce with whipped cream as well. Our nachos are for the nacho connoisseur. We build craft nachos to your liking, and we hope that you enjoy our nachos as much as we enjoy making them for you. Hasta la nacho.
From Houston to Philly and a taste of Guatemala.
You're coming in here for a taquito, and all of a sudden you see these sort of amazing, majestic churro creations.
Ice cream is my favorite food. So I wanted to have churros, which it's a very popular street snack in Guatemala. Like, it's something you find at a carnival or a fair. It's like your fried Oreo here. We fry them to order. So as soon as you place the order, we fry them. I wanted to have it in a way that was different, not just, the churro. The vanilla soft serve, I put the churro on top. Crushed vanilla cookies, and that's it.
You can get them with edible glitter or cake pieces or goat's milk caramel.
It's a spin-off of a Guatemalan treat. It's a very Instagrammable dessert. I'm from Guatemala, born and raised. So this one is chorizo and cheese. And I wanted to have like Central American street food. This is our braised pork mechada. It's like a braised piece of meat that you would eat at a special occasion, like for Christmas or somebody's birthday or something like that. El Mercury is broken Spanish for the market. So these are the pupusas. They're stuffed with fresh cheese and bean. And then topped with salsa, pickled onions, and curtido, which is pickled cabbage. Everything we make is made in-house. This is one of our most popular dishes, the tostada with chicken and tostada with pork. A lot of them are spins from Guatemalan stews that like my grandma would make. The leche chicken, for example, is a traditional Guatemalan stew. And we just like blended that into a sauce that we put on tostadas or on top of the salads. The corn, we call it elote loco. We drizzle it with cilantro cream, chili flakes, and queso fresco. I would say it's our best-selling side. You'll find it like outside of the market, anywhere. It's a very, it's my logo. Everything here is Guatemalan cliches, but some of these, like barriga llena, corazón contento, it's used everywhere in Latin America. Mijitos, for example, is how my mom calls us. It's a very Guatemalan saying. I've been in the US for 13 years now. I initially moved to Michigan for my bachelor's degree. I thought I wanted the American life experience. I did my MBA at St. Joe's, and then I wanted to work in corporate, I thought, but I hated corporate. How are you guys doing? I was thinking I wanted to open a restaurant when I retired, but then I thought it's gonna be now or never. So, ¿qué necesitas ahorita? La tostada? We kind of have a mission behind the brand. In addition to the food, we have a retail section, handmade bags and like little knickknacks. Women in Guatemala make them. And for every sale, we donate to fund microloans for Guatemalan women to help them continue with their business and support their families. See, I guess with the political landscape, I kind of wanted to represent Guatemala and El Salvador and Honduras in a better light that's not just the bad hombres, like the immigrants, like the poverty. I wanted to let, like, us Philadelphia know that there's more to Guatemala than that. A lot of my employees are immigrants, and I've had every color, class, race of employee possible. And I have to tell you that the immigrants are the hardest workers. They care.
From Philly to LA and ramen, but hold the broth.
That's a big bite. We're gonna take it slow.
We packed all the flavors of the ramen, but without the broth, in a whole new Japanese experience. They've never had anything like it. It's one of the best things they've ever had.
I think anybody should try it. It's just an experience on its own.
I'm not gonna lie, at first I saw it, I was like, man, this is a raw egg.
Menya literally means noodle house. Hanabi literally means fireworks. So together, it's like the fireworks noodle house.
So I have a close friend, and she's a ramen fanatic, and she told me that I have to check it out.
I heard about it from my coworkers, and they told it to me, and I was like, wow, dry ramen, it's kind of interesting. I've never had dry ramen, so I thought I'd give it a try.
So we first start off with a fresh-made noodles. It then gets boiled for about 7 to 8 minutes in order to get that chewy texture that everybody loves. We pour it into the sauce. The sauce is a bowl of mixture of all of our sauces. Once it goes into the sauce piping hot, we'll mix it continuously until it's very thoroughly mixed. Then the toppings go on. We got chives, we got green onion, fish powder, we got garlic. Once the toppings go on, an egg yolk is placed on top, and from there it's then served to our customers. And from there on, they also mix it themselves to complete the entire package.
It's really good. And it's spicy. Yeah, it's spicy, but I can handle the spice.
I want to say it's a whole new ramen experience. So mazi soba is a whole new dish on its own that is experienced throughout Japan that has never been here before. Most people are wary on the raw egg yolk on top. We do recommend that because it gives the noodles a very creamy texture.
That's the part that tripped me up. I saw it, I was like, man, this is a raw egg.
We have poached egg. It's basically a raw egg yolk anyway. It's just on a ramen instead of a egg benedict.
The raw egg is essentially the cherry on top. It's very aesthetically pleasing, and it wraps up the whole dish as a whole because it gives a very creamy texture throughout the noodles, giving a whole new experience to our customers. The sauce, it's our secret ingredient. It's something you've never had before. It's something that will, create fireworks in your mouth. It definitely has a kick to it, but I wouldn't say it's ridiculously spicy.
I'd probably recommend it to people who want to try new things, people who been to the same places all the time, want to try something new and exciting.
We live in Los Angeles. It's a land of food adventure, so we should totally go out and try something different.
the biggest lobster roll on the East Coast.
I feel like this is a meal for like a week. I'm in lobster heaven right now.
That's next. And later, the Chicago-style hot dog gets a Chinese makeover in the Midwest.
We have kind of taken that traditional item and turned it into Chicago.
You're watching Bite Size Coast to Coast.
Something that everybody should experience once in their life.
We're headed to New York City.
Oh my God.
You're on board North River Lobster Company's at Pier 81. It is the biggest floating lobster shack in New York City. It has a fantastic array of specialty cocktails and delicious lobster rolls for everybody to enjoy. Our specialty here is going to be our Shelly. It is a 28-inch lobster roll stuffed with some of New England's finest lobster meat.
Oh my God, that's amazing. Oh, we got a whole bag of chips on top of that. Icing on the cake. It is delicious, but I feel like this is a meal for like a week. I'm about to... I'm in lobster heaven right now.
We have a really fabulous group of cocktails, really fun, colorful, very paradise-style beverage program. Our feature for this season would definitely be the fish bowl. 60-ounce fish bowl could be shared with 5 of your best friends. The Lighthouse, it's basically a double, so it's a 24-ounce drink. It comes in a fun lighthouse shape that you can go and take home with you at the end of the night. It's a small piece of paradise. I mean, you come on board and you really feel like you're on a small vacation. We take you for a quick 45-minute cruise down in the Hudson. Before you know it, we're back, and you're welcome to stay on board as long as you please. A good colleague of mine once said, "Come see what I see."
The spot charging 40 grand for a drink.
Wait a minute.
Got gold in it? Then it's worth a shot. That's next. And bust out the soy sauce. This sushi roll weighs 10 pounds.
There's a lot of stuff in here.
Like 100 pieces of sushi.
We'll tell you where.
Good luck.
You're watching Bite Size Coast to Coast.
It's like watching an Olympic athlete.
Let's stop in Chicago.
One of our staples is our Chicago-style hot dog bun, which is a take on a traditional bun that you see in some Cantonese bakeries. Traditionally served with a hot dog and topped with green onions and a little mayonnaise. We have kind of taken that traditional item and turned it into Chicago. One of our staples is our Chicago-style hot dog bun, which is a take on a traditional fat rice. We are here in Logan Square in the northwest part of Chicago. At Fat Rice, we have our main dining room where we're serving up share plates. Next door, we have opened a bakery where we really kind of focus on some traditional Portuguese blended with Chinese and even Malaysian flavors within some smaller bites. The Chicago hot dog is something that everybody coming to Chicago should experience at least once in their life. The ingredients of the Chicago hot dog include the all Vienna beef hot dog, poppy seeds, mustard, a neon green relish, tomatoes, onions, and finally the sport pepper.
It's classic flavor. It's a different shape and everything, but everything you expect is there.
So I think what is so great about the Chicago hot dog is that it offers a variety of flavor and textures. The hot dog itself is super snappy, fatty, salty, and you have that nice sport pepper that adds a nice heat to it. The relish and the mustard really kind of come together and add acidity, and then the fresh tomatoes, you bring a little acidity and a nice freshness to the whole thing. It's just a novelty item that really people are drawn to. With the hot dog being such a staple thing in Chicago, when you see it kind of in another form, it's just a really, really fun thing that people must try.
From Chicago to LA, and a sushi roll like no other.
I have never seen anything like this before. Not this amount of food, not the speed that it's being eaten at. This is so cool to see.
They're gonna make me a massive sushi donut mega roll that I'm gonna try to eat it all. There's a lot of rice, so I'm actually very scared. That's huge though, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
We have kanikama, we have avocado, ham, sausage, eel, shrimp, kaiwate. There's a lot of stuff in here.
Oh my God, look at the size of that. Imagine eating like 10 premium sushi rolls. That's how it's gonna be like. So it's gonna be a lot of food. It's like 100 pieces of sushi. Yeah, this is like 10 pounds of sushi.
We've been following Reina for a long time. We're big fans, and it'd be a great experience for the students, and it'd be a good way to just celebrate our influencer friends to get Reina in here to eat a lot.
Looks very pretty. This is a beautiful, beautiful roll. I'm just really, I'm not too sure. We'll see. So this is gonna be a challenge, but I'm definitely willing to try and take as much as I can down.
Any last thoughts before we start this?
Nope, super excited.
And are you sticking with your estimate of time?
Yeah, looks like 40 minutes, 40, 30 minutes.
30 or 40, come on.
Let's do 30.
Okay.
Okay, all right, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
I looked at the clock right when it started, and I couldn't believe, even in a minute, how much she had. It's crazy. It's like watching an Olympic athlete race.
See, I think it's more like watching a lion attack its prey.
Watching a lion attack its prey. No, I can see that.
Reina, we're at 24 minutes. Way under the 30, even 40 you were predicting. There it goes. Yes. Reina. We're going 24:48.
I'm about to fall asleep. I hit the carbs feeling as I'm eating this. Like, the first one was like, that was an appetizer. I ate that one so fast, but the second one, the rice is starting to kick in, and it's just so long. I'm very happy. The taste, like I said, the taste is really good, but it just slowly got so like flavor fatigue. It just like over and over the same taste, you know?
If you had to eat that, not Reina, but you, how long would it take you to do it?
2 days.
Let's wash it down with a pricey drink in Atlantic City.
We have a drink here at level 1 called the Bambino that costs $40,000.
I would have to win big here.
We have an elevated experience for our customers, and we wanted to create an opportunity that matches that experience.
If you're having a good night, it's very plausible, yeah. If you're having a bad night.
Hi, I'm Mike Woodside. I'm the Vice President of Marketing at Borgata Hotel, Casino and Spa in Atlantic City, New Jersey. With a classic sports legend like Babe Ruth himself, we wanted to find a way to celebrate the space. Only one lucky customer will be able to take this home for $40,000.
Well, I'm a Met fan, so I'm not really a Babe Ruth fan, but I would take a check from him.
And it's definitely a once-in-a-lifetime purchase for someone.
You know what? I would love to see it.
This is your only chance.
Got gold in it?
Wait a minute. I just saw the top of that page. You've got to be kidding.
The Bambino is comprised of a Babe Ruth check written to his wife, a long pour of 1940 Macallan, and it's presented in a period-specific Victrola record player.
Oh, then I would try it. Well, if I hit, say, $3 million, then it's worth a shot.
When we were researching and creating the opening of Moneyline and Level 1, we came across a lot of sports memorabilia, and we came across this check from Babe Ruth to his wife. When we found this item, we knew we had to make it part of the opening event, so we created the Bambino. The Bambino is the nickname of the great Babe Ruth. As you can see here, the check's in perfect condition, and it's actually what makes it unique is that it's signed by Babe Ruth himself, and in the check, he signs it George Herman Ruth. It is a gem score of 10 in perfect condition, and we actually were excited to pair this with a long pour of 1940 Macallan Scotch whiskey. So this bottle of 1940 Macallan costs approximately $40,000 and about $3,000 per pour.
Oh my God, that is some scotch, let me tell you.
This Scotch whiskey is best served neat versus watered down with some ice. If you spend $40,000, you can take this Scotch any way you want.
A $40,000 drink should be surrounded by a BMW.
Once someone purchases the Bambino, it's going to be gone.
I would love to try it, but I don't have the money for it.
Good luck.
We're shaking things up with these insanely sweet treats.
I ordered the cotton candy milkshake, kind of a novelty thing.
Next. You're watching Bite Size Coast to Coast.
I'd probably recommend it to people who want to try new things.
Let's head to LA.
Our milkshakes are not your standard milkshake. When you see these milkshakes, your mouth is going to drop. They are exciting, they're fun, they're colorful, and they are big. I love the crazy shakes. I think they're so much fun. And Black Tap gets the perfect place to have their crazy shakes in a place where you are fully ready to indulge. And now there's one at Downtown Disney. Black Tap originated in New York City. It started off as a small burger joint, 15 seats only, and it quickly began to grow its popularity over its crazy shakes.
I ordered the cotton candy milkshake. It just looks kind of crazy and fun, and it's just kind of a novelty thing to give it a shot and see how you like it.
Once the milkshakes began to come about with the company, and they soon added on 2 other concepts in New York. They started expanding overseas, Geneva, Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Vegas, and then now we have our first location in California, which is great because it's right here in downtown Disney.
To know that it was from the East Coast and now it's coming to the West Coast, I think is really exciting.
Here in downtown Disney, there are tons of families, and it really brings a lot of excitement, and the kids are just really wowed by the crazy milkshakes. Here on Disney property, we have folks celebrating all types of things from anniversaries and birthdays. One of the fan favorites is the cake shake. It has sprinkles around the rim. It has an actual piece of birthday cake right on top. We love to put a candle in it. People get really excited when we bring it out to the table. It's a huge wow factor. There's an exclusive one here in downtown Disney called the Strawberry Shortcake Shake, and it's delicious. The Strawberry Shortcake Milkshake, it actually has a strawberry ice cream bar right in the center of it. It is a strawberry-based milkshake, and it has white cake crumbles around the rim of the glass, as well as sprinkled on top of the whipped cream with strawberry drizzle that we make in-house. The Bam Bam Shake is a staple of Black Tap. It has Fruity Pebbles around the rim. It has Fruity Pebbles inside of the vanilla-based milkshake, as well as on top of the whipped cream. It has half of a Pop-Tart inside of it, as well as a Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie bar and a Laffy Taffy. Our milkshakes are extremely popular on social media. As soon as they come out to the table, people are wowed by them, and they spend more time, I think, photographing the shakes than it does to actually eat the milkshake.
Still hungry? We are. For your feedback, let us know where you love to grab a bite or two on our social media.